Hi, I'm Stephanie with Roofnest. Today, I'm walking you through our Falcon 3 Evo Air. As the name suggests, this new addition to our third generation Falcon series tents now features a 2-inch thick foam core air mattress. The Falcon 3 Evo is built with aluminum and ABS, utilizing the best properties of each material to make this clamshell lighter and more rugged, further improving the award-winning capability of the Falcon series. The Evo top shell is sturdy and forgiving with its PC ABS composite coated with ultra-durable Line-X. This design is more aerodynamic, impact, scratch, and UV resistant, and it's formed to allow internal bedding storage. The Falcon 3 Evo Air comes in regular and XL sizing. Today I'll be walking you through this XL. An aluminum accessory channel on both the top and bottom shells wrap around all 4 sides of the tent, allowing you to carry up to 75 pounds per side. Our optional 6-channel crossbars can be attached to the upper accessory channel to carry up to 150 pounds of gear on the roof when closed. All right, let's open up the tent. Just undo the 4 latches, push up, and the struts do all the hard work. Next, climb the ladder and disconnect the bungee inside of the tent. Then, hop inside of the tent to fold out the U-bar. The U-bar is secured with a tension rod by clipping the rod to the U-bar and into the receiver on the tent's ceiling. It's that simple. Now you're ready to camp. What you immediately notice about the Evo Air is how spacious the tent feels. The patented U-bar design allows the tent to open at a steeper angle, so there's way more room at both ends of the tent, providing more volume, more views, and more ventilation than you've seen in other clamshells. The Falcon 3 Evo Air delivers 30% more internal living space with 64 inches of headroom for the XL and 58 for the regular. The Falcon 3 Evo Air models now ship with our Rest Easy sleep system. The Rest Easy sleep system includes a very comfy 2-inch self-inflating foam core featherbed air mattress, 100% bamboo sheet set, and our Luxe puffy camp blanket. With the added volume in the Evo, you can now finally store meaningful amounts of bedding inside a clamshell tent, even more with the deflated featherbed. There's more to a good night's sleep than a great mattress, so we built the Evo Airs with a true blackout material that's super durable, waterproof, and quiet in the wind. Each window has bug mesh and tent material, giving you plenty of options for ventilation. The rainfly can be rolled up or zipped off to allow for the sunroof to be opened. We've included 2 dimmable LED light strips that plug into any USB battery and a gear grid with several storage options, including a clear pocket for watching scary movies on your tablet. 2 storage pockets can be mounted internally or externally to keep your gear organized, along with the included shoe or gear bags. We've added 2 HVAC ports so you can easily add heating or cooling to your tent. Check out these zippered vents we added to the top corners of the tent material for optimal airflow to minimize condensation. Okay, let's close up the tent. First, remove the tension rod and lay the U-bar flat on the mattress. Next, hook the bungee inside the tent. Then, close the bug mesh, but keep the windows and doors open to allow air to escape. Climb down the ladder. Now, pull the black webbing strap towards you to collapse the shell. Be sure to tuck in the tent material under the shell as well as the black strap. Lastly, close the shell fully by pulling down on the handle and securing the 2 latches. A padlock can be added to the latches, ensuring your tent stays locked while you're adventuring. And that's the Falcon 3 Evo Air. Compare it to the competition and you'll find the Falcon 3 Evo Air, like all roof nests, has better design, superior quality materials, and more standard features than any other rooftop tent brand on the market. There's a whole host of accessories available, so visit roofnest.com to learn more. Happy camping!
Hi everyone, Adrian with CVT Tents. Today we're going to be going over our Mount Hood series. This tent can be purchased in a 50, 56, and 60-inch version. Our Mount Hood is one of our most popular tents. This clamshell series allows you to deploy the tent in under 60 seconds by deploying 2 latches. The mount hood is equipped with a double channel, which gives you the ability to mount gear to the outside of the tent. This is perfect for our 180 and 270 awnings, our standalone awnings, water ports, max tracks, and shovels. The nice part about this aluminum extrusion is by unscrewing 2 bolts, you can slide this gear off and interchange it as you go. The mount hood is a hardshell series that is equipped with aluminum all around. With no rivets on the outside, the sleek design is perfect for those who want a quick deploying tent. This 2-person version can be seen in 3 different sizes. The 50 is perfect for those with smaller sedans and SUVs that don't want any hangover. The 56 model gives you the ability to have a little bit more room inside, perfect for a smaller child or your pets. The 60-inch version is great for those with vans or bigger SUVs. The mount hood comes standard with a 3-inch mattress. This is an anti-deforming material that is nice and firm. You'll notice on this series that each one of our mattresses has an outside cover. For those of you, we always recommend putting a sheet on the outside, making it easy to wash after a camping trip. Located under the mattress of all 3 models, you'll notice an anti-condensation mat. This is perfect for picking up any moisture while you're out on the trail. Another great feature about this series is the carpeted roof. This is a secondary source for picking up moisture while you're out camping. You'll notice our rain fly on the back. This gives you the ability to have additional shade with no-see mesh on the side that helps you not disrupt your view. The rainfly has 2 options. You can either deploy it for extra shade or roll it up if you want an ample view outside your rooftop tent. Another great feature about this tent is the aluminum crossbars on the top. These are fully adjustable where you can adjust them from front to back. This is perfect for carrying kayaks, surfboards, and mountain bikes. If you really like the low profile and you're really limited on height, these roof racks can be removed by 4 bolts on each system. The roof racks are equipped to hold 60 pounds while you open the tent. Our stainless steel struts are 500N, so they can hold up to 100 pounds while driving your vehicle. This tent is composed of 280 GSM fabric that is set for all seasons. You'll notice throughout the tent that all seams are glued and sealed. This ensures that no water intrusion will enter the tent during rain, snow, or any heavy storms. Another feature that you'll notice is our additional pockets on the inside. These are designed to help you carry your gear, hold your water, and hold your phone while you enjoy your camping experience. Each one of our windows will roll down to give you ample airflow on the left, right, and front side of the tent. You'll also notice that each window is equipped with a no-see mesh. One of the great features of this 2-channel series is the additional height on the inside. This gives you the ability to store your ladder, extra hardware, extra pillows, and sleeping bags inside the tent. Our latches can be seen across all of our hardshell series. These do not require any force. It can be simply opened and closed by a pull of a lever. You'll notice on the outside of your latch that there is a lock hole. You can use a padlock to lock your gear inside of the tent. Our mount hood is designed with the best quality materials on the market. From our powder coating on our roof to the aluminum sheets on the top, we did not go shy on anything. You notice that our tents are equipped with 3 hinges, 1 extra than what's standard on the market. You'll also notice that all of our flooring is lightweight honeycomb. This allows you to carry up to 600 pounds inside the tent while you are parked. You'll notice when opening your tent that there is a bar inside. We understand that a lot of you do 4-season camping and you'll endure snow, rain, and wind. These aren't necessary, but we do give you these in the chance that you do come to a storm. This is great for when you're camping out in the desert and high winds. It'll keep all the fabric tight, keep the zippers from clacking together, and it'll also give you a little additional structure for those that want to keep up to 60 pounds of gear while the tent is open.
Hey guys, it's Dan from iKamper. Today we're taking an inside look at the Skycamp DLX, iKamper's newest rooftop tent. We've gotten so much good feedback ever since we first launched the Skycamp series tents, and we've made some pretty big improvements along the way to keep making the most innovative rooftop tents on the market. We've listened to that feedback from you guys and used the Skycamp 3.0 as our inspiration for the DLX. by including some of the most sought after aftermarket upgrades that you guys have thought of. This is a tent that's made to deliver the ultimate level of comfort and usability to campers of all levels, and it still has all the amazing features that you've come to expect from us. While the new DLX shares some familiar features with the Skycamp 3.0, there are 3 main upgrades to look for that'll help elevate your camping experience. The first thing that you'll notice is the integrated lighting on both the interior and exterior of the tents. Just use the USB plugs to tap into your favorite power source, and you'll have access to 3 different color temperatures and 10 variable levels of light, which are all easily controlled by a remote inside the tent. Comfort is important. That's why the first upgrade most campers make is to their mattress, and that's why we've included the RTT Comfort. There's simply no substitute for 4 inches of air and open cell memory foam with an R value of 7.6 that is going to help extend your season into those colder temperatures. Plus, it comes with our air down pump. Another big difference, the Skycamp DLX has a cork floor lining that's going to help reduce condensation, improve insulation, and also reduce noise from outside. The DLX is an expandable hardshell rooftop tent that sets up in about a minute. Setup is as easy as undoing the latches, popping the shell, opening the extension panel, adjusting the ladder, and then adding the tension poles. Just like the Skycamp 3.0, the DLX features a double-layer fiberglass reinforced plastic shell, and it comes in a rocky black finish, which is really going to help you with sun glare as well as sun fade, and it's going to hide some of those scratches you might encounter along the trail. The tent itself is made of a heavyweight 300 GSM poly cotton canvas, which is designed to filter the light out and keep the warmth in, as well as the Rainfly, which features a 75D ripstop polyester material that's going to keep that water from pooling up on top, as well as keep the noise from the wind down. Once set up, the Skycamp series is known for its good views, which feature 2 large side windows and an overhead skylight that's great for stargazing or just letting in a little bit of extra light. Each of the side windows feature our improved zipper design that allows you to open both layers at once, and the easy open drawstrings allow you to use the outside cover as blinds, or to eliminate the need for the window tension poles too. And good news, the DLX can be mounted to basically any vehicle type because the mounting system allows it to mount to most standard crossbars and roof racks. And it's available in 2 different sizes, depending on what kind of crew you're traveling with. First we have the Mini, and then you have the full-size Skycamp DLX, which sleeps 4 adults. Both these sizes of tents are available online and in-store, as well as at your local iKamper dealer. Go check them out, and we'll see you out there.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Ryan with Free Spirit. Today we're gonna walk through Nova. This is our newest tent to the FSR lineup. This is gonna be our hardshell offering for our fold-out series. And so we're gonna walk through features, we're gonna walk through use cases, applications, the whole 9. So tune in, let's jump right in. All right, so let's look at the exterior of Nova. This is gonna be a double hardshell tent. Now, what does that mean for you? Double hardshell means that you've got your hard honeycomb aluminum here on the outside, on the top of the tent, and then your bottom is a hard slatted floor. So why do you need this, or why would you want this? Basically, you're able to save weight. You're able to still mount things to the top of your tent like you would with a standard hardshell. And then with the fold-out design, you're able to double your footprint basically. And so when this is closed up, you have a very small, minimal footprint, and then you're able to lay across your vehicle. So you're really utilizing the benefits of both a fold-out tent and a hardshell tent, being able to maximize the space, being more efficient with the footprint on your tent, and then having your sleeping space across your vehicle allows you to really save in that way. And then again, with mounting to the top of your tent, that gives you all your accessories you want to mount. In our case right here, we've got crossbars on Nova, and then you can do your solar panels, your storage boxes, all of those things. All right, so let's talk about some other features or benefits of Nova. With your typical fold-out tents, you usually need support poles or some other piece of support underneath the side that folds out in order to support your floor. Now, in Nova's case, we have this static bar, which is a single piece of extruded aluminum that runs up and around the tent. Now, this has steel cables that run off of each side, and this is support on the back and on the front to support this floor. So you don't just need your ladder. You can use your ladder obviously, and that's the best way to get in your tent. But you can also have the support of this just as an extra safekeep, extra peace of mind. All right, so another cool benefit or feature of this tent specifically is with it being a hard shell, this is dual channel aluminum extrusion here. So you will have mounting options for, say, your showers or potentially awnings. And if this is high enough above your roof line would be really your use case for those two things. But if you want to mount your shovels or your axes, things like that, you can do that on the back of the tent. Definitely is an option back there if you have a mount that works for you. Okay, so let's talk about tent fabric. So we utilize the same principles on this tent, same design. We still use a mixture of our tech fabric and then our tri-layer insulated material. So your tri-layer will be on all of your large vulnerable areas, and that'll be your doors, your windows, and your ceiling. So that'll all be incorporated to help you maintain a temperature on the inside of your tent. If you need to put in, say, AC, or if you need to plumb in some heat, all of that will really hold really well inside of that tent and keep you, warm or cool depending on your climate. And then in addition to our fabric on the tent, we've integrated this rainfly across the entirety of the tent. And again, with this tent really being focused on simplicity, speed, and lightweight, with the integrated rainfly, there's no need for any of your spring rods or tent poles to be able to hold out any kind of window awnings. You have a large vestibule here that hangs over if you need to, say, have a lot of ventilation and you want to, say, kick back and kick your feet off the end of the tent. You can do that here and still have plenty of coverage and protection. All right, so let's talk about one last piece on the exterior of the tent here. So these are our upgraded ladder brackets here, which will come standard on Nova. So these are essentially a dumbed down version of what we've had in the past. In the past, with the high country, we've had your spring-loaded mechanism in which you would pull that out, hold it off to the side, and then let it collapse. So this is just push button on the end and pull right out. So this is really a no-brainer in terms of function, designed not to break. So this will be a really, really easy application and hopefully help you when you're out camping, really minimize complexity and things like that when you're setting up and taking down your tent. All right, so let's talk about the interior at Nova. As you can see, I've got a lot of headroom here, a lot more than your standard fold-out clamshell or fold-out soft-shell tent. So this extra headroom is really nice, say if you just need a place to hang out. And that's really part of this design with Nova, having this extra headroom on one end and still having plenty of sleeping area on the inside. The other piece that's really, really interesting with our fold-out tents, and we've had a lot of feedback from you guys, is can we get an AirCore mattress for my high country or whatever the fold-out tent is? And in the past, we haven't been able to do it due to just having a solid hinge in this one corner just creates a pinch point. And with an air mattress, obviously, you can see why that would be an issue. And so with this tent and the way that the hinge system works, it allows us to actually run an AirCore mattress. And so we've integrated our AirCore as well as created a pump for you guys. And this pump's pretty nice. It also works as a lantern with 3 settings, has a push and a pull function on your air, and then an input-output if you need to plug in your light or if you need a cell phone charge in the middle of the night, things like that. So comfort is really king with this tent as well. That's really the trajectory in which we see a lot of our tents going, focusing on comfort. And then also with the AirCore adds bedding storage. So pull all your air out, you'll have that much more bedding storage on the inside of your tent. And it's really important to us. We know it's important to you guys. All right, so let's talk about this structure here. We call this our U-bar, and this tent actually has 2, which is unique. So your front setup here is really simple, single push. This clicks into one place. You don't need to worry about trying to force it. It only goes into one section. And then when you want to tighten this vestibule that hangs over, we have some micro adjustments on the side that click into place, and you get as much tightness as you need. And then you have, of course, your overhead bar here where this collapses, pulls down. This will be something that creates extra structure for you overhead and keeps that nice and tight. All right, so let's talk about the lighting on the inside of this tent. We included 2 LED light strips in this, both dimmable with 10 levels of adjustment. This will run the length of the tent, so you have plenty of light. You can just use one, you don't need to use both. And again, the pump that we include has an output so that you can plug in your USB and power your light. All right, so all of your windows and your doors in this tent as well will have all of your elastic pegs that you can loop and secure all of your doors and windows out of the way in a secure location to where they're not flapping around. All right, so let's talk about interior storage in Nova. So we're gonna have 4 storage pockets around the tent, 1 on each corner. Additionally, overhead, we have our gear grid with your clear PVC for your tablets and your 2 mesh pockets on the other side. And then you've got 3 additional pockets under there. So you've got 10 total pockets around the tent. Additionally, overhead, you have got some hooks that are hanging down here, and then some in the corners, all the way around the tent to hang your lanterns, whatever you need to hang up. And then additionally, we've got our vent overhead to allow that condensation to escape. Just Velcros up and out of the way so it's not hanging down. Let's talk about sizes for Nova. So Nova, as you see it here, this will be our standard size tent. This will be your 2-person sleeper. You can compare it to a full-size bed. If you need those exact specs, you can check out our website, and that'll give you the details of exactly those numbers and give you the dimensions interior. Additional to that, we'll have a Nova King, and that's just as the name implies, that'll be a king-size bed. So that'll be your 4-person sleeper. Again, with those specs, you can check them out for exacts if you need those exact numbers on our website. And those will be the 2 sizes that we offer in Nova. Let's talk about the weight between Nova and Nova King. So in standard Free Spirit fashion, we're keeping the weight down. Nova, as you see it here, is 132 pounds. Nova King is 162 pounds. All right, so let's talk about application and who this tent is for. So with Nova and Nova King, obviously they'll have 2 different use cases. This Nova will fit on any car, from your below cab truck, your SUV, your small sedan, any car you've got. And that's the perfect 2-sleeper tent. If you need specifics, you can check our website. If you need more space, so you've got a family, big dogs, you name it, Nova King is gonna be your bet. And so that'll just adjust your application. You'll need to go above cab on a pickup truck, top of your SUV, you're safe. So it really just depends on your use case and how you wanna use this tent. All right, so just to wrap up, we've got some exciting elements that are gonna be included in this tent. So these accessories are gonna be ladder bag here, so you'll be able to store your ladder inside of your tent, and then crossbars as well. Crossbars will come with all of your Novas, Nova and Nova King, and you'll be able to mount whatever you need on top of your tent. Now, in addition to all of the things we've talked about today, you'll see some fun partnerships kind of brewing up this year. So you guys have already seen a little bit of one, and that's our partnership with Kingpin Equipped. So those guys put together just awesome exterior lighting for any kind of accessories. They do have light bars that fit really well on the center bar here, and then on the bottom side of the tent when it's deployed, just to shed some light on your ladder and your foot space. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us today. We have done a full walkthrough of Nova here, talked through some use cases. If you guys have any specific comments or questions, drop them in the comments below and we'll do our best to get back to you.
G'day campers, Justin the Wayward Aussie. I'm not just hanging about in a chair. I've got an important job to do today, and it's a little bit exciting. We're just about to release the brand new Armadillo AX. It's the first one that's come through. We're gonna get it out and show you guys what makes the AX2 a little bit different to the current Armadillo series in both the A and the X, and it's basically a combination of those 2 things, and we've brought them together. So now we've got an aluminum skin, hard shell, side open, comes up in an X-frame with racks on the top. Mount it left or right, doesn't make a difference. The AX2 just happens to fit a short bed Tacoma like it was made for it, and we're gonna open it up. So I'm gonna bring some sawhorses over and we're gonna get into it. So here it is out of the box. This is aluminum shell. I know you can't see that at home, but it's not plastic. This is aluminum shell. It's one piece, it's not welded. It's attached to the extrusion with rivets, and then it's sealed around the top with silicone. The roof racks are already attached to the top of the tent, and you can just move them side to side if you want to put max tracks or recovery boards or anything up the top there that you want, solar panels, etc., etc. The overall size for this tent is 60 inches from front to back by 51.5 inches side to side. So if you've got a short bed truck, Tacoma, Gladiator, Colorado, great choice for low mounting that tent below the roof line. It doesn't matter whether you mount it on the left or the right, because it doesn't have a specific angle that means that it has to go one way or the other. You just pick it up, turn around, mount it away you go. So pretty easy. So let's open this thing up and have a look at what's inside. Okay, let's have a look at some of the details that you can see, and I'm going to cover off some of the stuff that you can't see, but really makes what we do at 230 a little bit special. It is the environmentally friendly Eco 13B fabric, which is our tent material. So this is actually made from PET bottles. It's fully recycled, which means it has natural water resistance, naturally abrasive resistance. The thing's gonna last forever. On the inside, which you'll see in a second, is our legendary LST fabric or black coat fabric. We've been running the black coat or the LST fabric since, I think it's about 2020 or 2021. So for us, this is old hat. For you guys, it means that you can control the time that you wake up in the morning. If someone comes through the campsite and they've got all their spotlights are blaring, you're not getting affected. You might hear them, but you're not gonna see it because if you've got the tent closed, it's so dark inside, you're not gonna know. On the roof of this tent, something a little bit special. It actually has a clear window. So the stargazing window from the inside, at the moment it's closed, but once you open it up, you'll see there's a clear panel attached to the fly. The shape of the windows on the side is our now signature D-shaped window. So it's huge, like it's almost the whole side of the tent. So visually, you can see everything inside there. At the moment, we've got this one popped out on the spring rods. You can roll it up flat, and we'll show on the other side. You get some water that falls down into this flat, which covers the zipper over the window. You'll notice if you see my little finger there poking out, we've actually put a drain hole. So if the water hits it, there's already somewhere for the water to run away from it. So again, we've tried to think of all the things that could possibly go wrong when you're out in the field. It's fucking rain, it's coming sideways, it's going upside down. We've tried to think of all those things. On the side here, we have the mesh window, so you can increase the ventilation. Underneath there, you've got a webbing strap and a buckle, so you can pull that off and actually just pull the whole fly off the tent if you want to do that as well. So again, the choice is yours. Later on, we're going to have an annex that attaches to this tent, and on the front of this, you'll see there's a zipper there, and that's where that annex is going to attach. A little bit hard to show you the foam mattress, a little bit hard to show you that it's already got a anti-condensation mat built in. What you can see, however, is the cross frame or the X frame at the back, and you'll see that you've got somewhere to put all your gear, and you've got somewhere to open up that back window so you get that nice cross flow ventilation. Now, we've had that out in our Kabari series for some time. Last season or last couple of years, we've had the X frame. We've taken all those features that you guys loved and we've put it into the new AX series. We're on the side that you'd mount hard up against the truck if you're going to low mount this tent. And what I was talking about earlier was the fact that you can roll up this window flat against the tent, so you can still use the inside window. So you've got that, again, that super fine insect mesh. And on the inside, you've got another panel there. So now you're controlling the light through that one. You're controlling the bugs through that one, but you're not limited because you haven't got a spring rod that's going to hit the side of the truck. So you're still able to close it up and make it sealed. Again, on this one, you can actually see that little hole on both the front and the back, and that's there if some water manages to get underneath this little protection flap, which protects the zippers. It's going to pop out through that, and the water's going to run away. So again, we've tried to think of all the little pieces that you guys don't have to think of, and that's what makes us made better. So let's get inside. And inside there, we'll be able to show you the mattress, what the mattress looks like. You'll be able to see the cross flow. You're able to see the LST fabric. You'll see the inbuilt LED light. You'll see all the tape seam sealing. So there's a bunch of stuff inside, so come on in. Okay, so let's have a look at inside of the tent. What you can see is the soft velour finish mattress, nice and comfy. Underneath that is a condensation mat. On the back wall, I've gone ahead and I've opened that X-frame window. So the window that gives that cross-flow ventilation. Normally that would be your feet end. So your head would be at this end and that would be feet. But you know what? In this tent, it doesn't matter so much because you can reverse that and still see out the back. I've put a battery on the internal light, the LED light, that's already built in. And you can see that it's got a white and an orange and a bunch of different settings. So you can choose on what's going on inside that light function. There's some pockets up in the corners for you to poke your mobile phones and your keys and your bits and pieces. And again, when you come inside here, and this is the hardest part for us with LST, is to show you what does black look like. If I crawled inside this tent and I zipped up all the windows, you're not gonna know it's daylight outside, which is really good, especially if you wanna sleep in or you wanna control the sleep pattern. The LST that we've had now for such a long time, our discovery was about helping with sleep patterns and removing blue light and white light. What we discovered was the LST actually reduces the internal temperature, especially when that sun hits it first thing in the morning. So this guy can actually be up to 15 degrees cooler than an equivalent tent without that LST coating on the inside. So we think it's a bit of a boon. Want to share it with you guys. Helps you sleep in, but keeps you cooler. So a small detail that is coming into all our new tents rolling forward is this little zippered section right here. And for you guys that have already got one, you'll know what this is. For you guys that don't know what this is somewhere to put your heater port. So it's already heater port ready. So if you've got a diesel heater, plug it straight in the side, ready to go. So that, folks, is the 230 AX2. If you want to see it or its big brother, which was coming later on this year, go to 230.com and you'll find out more details there.